So I've tried to put myself in a slightly better position. I hope you can see okay. I'm going to start with the Alizarin Crimson Very Pale, and I'm going to start putting in some shape to these petals. That's maybe slightly darker than we need it. Let's get myself a bit of tissue. So what we're aiming to do is leave the light where we need it. So this petal is in shadow, so we'll put alizarin over this. I'm at a slightly twisted angle. Put it on nice and wet, and this will help define the other petal. Now, where you've got an excess, just dry the brush out a little bit, and you can even manipulate the paint to create the form. So because I've dried that out, I can even work into my paint a little bit and just sort of soften it. Just take off that excess. I've got alizarin with burnt sienna in for this leafy area, and I'm going to take this up to this dark tone. And there's another bit sort of here, though I don't know whether I drew it. I'll make him come in here. There we are. And then go back to the alizarin to darken this little bit of petal. And even here, now it doesn't matter if that sienna runs in a little one here, a little bit here, and again dry your brush and just manoeuvre the paint a little bit. We've got a sort of darker area in here, around here, and again dry the brush out a little and you can actually manipulate the paint. We've got one flower that's looking forward here. Just put a bit in here, and I should have had some background in here, so I'm just going to put a pink in to imply there's something going on in the background. Doesn't matter, it's not crucial that there's background there. Again here, a little bit of shape, and again dry your brush out and you can manipulate that paint. Now before I do the ones at the bottom, I'm just going to put a little bit of cobalt with ultramarine across the bird's head. So we're going to go into the beak as well. So be very delicate with the beak, probably a little bit of a fat brush for doing this area. So all the bits that sort of weren't lemon, you can put a bit of this blue on right across. Now I'm going to have to go back and just neaten that beak up in a second. So nice and pale. One of those tones where you look and go, where is it? If you look and go, where is it? That's the right amount. And again, I'm going to squeeze the brush out in order to take that bit off that I've gone into the background with. There is a little bit of blue over here. And there's a little bit of blue on its chest. I kind of marked in where that would be. It's like a little feather there. And I'm also going to put the blue on the little feathers that are showing here and here. Again, could do with smaller brush. And here. And again, dry your brush out and just lift off any excess. And then we can put the alizarin onto any little bits of flower down here. So a little bit of form coming into these. And this will brighten the flowers. I've got one there that should be dark. If you find you've ended up with a gap somewhere, just make a petal. And if you find you've got more flowers, I am not going to be counting flowers, you'll be pleased to know. I don't mind how many you end up with. So again, we've got some form in here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and some here. And again, dry the brush off to just manipulate the paint where you need to. So I can even lift it, so if I decide that I don't like one bit, if I squeeze the brush out, I can take it out. and that gives you your neck sort of level. Okay,